International efforts to get aid into Myanmar are ramping up as rescue workers look for survivors. More than 1,600 people have been confirmed dead after Friday's magnitude 7.7 earthquake. Search and rescue teams as well as volunteers are digging through the ruins of collapsed buildings. At least 3,400 people were injured in the earthquake in Myanmar and 139 people are still missing. The United Nations says damaged roads and bridges are hampering humanitarian operations. It's the biggest quake to hit Myanmar in decades, and some people in the city of Mandalay are still waiting for help to arrive.
We are looking for dead bodies. This was a restaurant and it was lunchtime when the earthquake struck, so there were a lot of people here. I'm not sure if there are still dead bodies under here. As far as I know, we rescued everyone on Friday and we took out all the dead bodies, but I'm going to keep on looking.
At least 11 people have died in neighbouring Thailand and dozens are missing. Authorities are searching for at least 78 workers believed to be trapped under a collapsed building in Bangkok. Let's hear from Tony Cheng now, who's in Mandalay in Myanmar. He has the latest on the challenges facing search and rescue teams there.
This is Sky Villa and it appears to be the worst hit building in Mandalay, a large condo complex full of people on Friday afternoon when the earthquake hit, and you can see the devastation is huge. Now, there are conflicting reports about how many people have died here. The fire chief we just spoke to said there are at this stage only 10 confirmed deaths. 48 people managed to get out, but there are still people inside and they are still working hard to find survivors. In fact, just about 5 minutes ago there was a rush. People went up through this hole and they found someone, a survivor who's still there. They're trying to get him out. His cousin just came up to give him encouragement. They're trying hard to keep his spirits up. But they're also very aware that the window of opportunity for survivors is closing fast. And while they're dealing with all of this, they're really just using their bare hands at this stage. There's very little heavy equipment or specialist tools to help them find survivors and to clear the dead. Tony Cheng, Al Jazeera, Mandalay.
Let's get an update from Thailand now and speak to Jessica Washington, who's in Bangkok for us. What's the latest on search and rescue efforts there, Jessica?
Right, well, I'm here at this construction site. This is really the center of the destruction here in Bangkok. Unlike the situation that Tony described of widespread destruction, the efforts are very much concentrated at this construction site where a government building under construction collapsed as a result of the force of that earthquake. 79 people remain unaccounted for. I'll just step out of the way so you can get a sense of the rescue effort that is still underway. It's been underway day and night. We've seen rescue workers climbing to the top of that rubble as the excavators dig at the bottom. We have had a chance to speak to some of the rescue workers, and they've told us that one of the challenges is the brittleness of the debris that keeps breaking up as they try to shift it. In fact, the area that we're in right now is not only hot, which of course complicates the rescue effort, but it's very dusty. That's as a result of all that debris that's been building up. As I say, at this moment, 79 people remain unaccounted for and at least 11 people confirmed dead according to those official numbers. We did see just moments ago rescue workers appearing to pull someone from the rubble. It is, of course, hard to get a sense of the activity as we are quite some distance away. That, of course, sparked some panic among the people waiting here. That includes relatives, the friends of those who remain missing. People began asking who was pulled from the rubble. Was it a man? Was it a woman? We do need to wait for those official numbers to come in, and we do expect that we will have an update by the end of the day.
And Jessica, many people, I understand, at the site waiting for information on their family members. What have they been telling you?
Well, that's right. At this construction site, people have even been sleeping here. They've been staying here overnight because they're desperate for information. I spoke to one man who was actually one of the workers at this construction site. He says the only reason he thinks he survived is because he wasn't actually on the floor that he was supposed to be working at when the earthquake struck. He was actually in the bathroom. And so he was on one of the lower floors and able to escape. He's returned to this site because his girlfriend and his girlfriend's mother remain among the missing people. We spoke to another man who has been waiting for information anxiously. He says that his wife, who is 4 months pregnant, is also one of the missing people. You can certainly get a sense that some people here are grieving when the deaths of their loved ones have been confirmed, and others remain anxious and uncertain. They're still holding out hope that their loved ones could be alive. We do see on the faces of the people waiting here, they look extremely anxious, just waiting for that information as they hold on to hope that their family members could still survive this disaster.
Jessica, thank you very much for bringing us the latest there from Bangkok. Jessica Washington.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.